You won't believe how many criminals are teaching your kids in South Africa, and some good news in the USA. But before I get into that, ladies and gentlemen, please leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, let's get into it.
My wife, she get it. Yeah.
Did I hear that correctly? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Newsflash. I'm your host, Emilio. Thanks for tuning in. Over 16,000 teachers with criminal records still working in South African schools.
This is madness.
Oh, yeah. Can you believe that? Over 16,000 teachers with criminal records are teaching your kids. Sounds to me like a very good ad for homeschooling, right? Now, you might be asking yourself, how did this happen? But the answer isn't exactly clear because every single organization or union in the school system is blaming each other. But I blame the schools themselves, right? I mean, they hire teachers, they need to do background checks. Either they've overlooked the background checks and just let these criminals teach the kids, or they didn't bother looking in the first place. Now, when they say criminals, this ranges from thieves, aggravated assault charges. Some even have SA charges, which no, that doesn't stand for South Africa. And yeah, it's quite concerning that we've got criminals teaching kids. I hope there isn't like a corruption class or something like that. Or maybe there's like a pickpocketing class or something. Okay, I shouldn't be joking about this stuff, but it is very concerning, and who knows how this is going to be fixed. I mean, I've tried to read other articles about solutions, but everyone's just pointing at each other. And this issue was brought up earlier in the year, and the situation has just gotten worse. So clearly, there's no real solution to fixing this problem. I'm going to keep a close eye on this story, and hopefully things don't get worse, and hopefully some real tangible solution will be made soon. And in other news, Walmart becomes latest and biggest company to roll back its DEI policies. For those of you who may not know, DEI is the BE version for the USA, only it's a little bit more broader, trying to be inclusive, right? Trying to include the people of color, but also the LGBTQ crew and all that stuff. And it's basically the reason why Disney is dying. But besides that, it seems like companies in America are finally pushing back on these policies because they don't actually work. What's ended up happening, as we've seen by many examples in the past year alone, look at Bud Light, look at what happened with Jaguar now. This whole idea and ideology pushing or forcing these companies to be woke, it's just not working. And finally, some of these companies are pushing back. The changes confirmed by Walmart on Monday are sweeping and include everything from not renewing a 5-year commitment for an equity racial center set up in 2020 after the police killing of George Floyd, to pulling out of prominent gay rights index. And when it comes to race or gender, Walmart won't be giving priority treatment to suppliers. So this just happened after the Trump win in USA. It really seems like finally the world is changing. There's a little bit of pushback on the wokeness, which is great to see. Now again, let me just give you my little personal view here. I don't care if you're a person of color. I don't care if you're part of the LGBTQ crew. It doesn't bother me who you sleep with and all that stuff. I just think people who are employed need to be qualified to do their job. That's all. If you're qualified to do the job, I don't care. I really don't care. And also stay away from the kids. That's it. That's all we're asking. And you can exist and you can have your little parties and all that stuff. Fine. I really don't care. But it's time for you guys to stop trying to force this stuff down our throats. You all can exist. No one's telling you not to exist. You all can exist and have your little parties and stuff like that. But just let everyone be. That's being tolerant. Anyway, when the blue brand was around, y'all had all the control. But now it's time for a bit of normalcy to be instilled and return. I really don't think I'm saying anything controversial here. I think a lot of people feel this way. And the American elections really showed that. That's why there was a red wave. Is what it is. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Also, what do you think about 16,000 or over 16,000 teachers who are criminals being allowed to teach your kids? Let me know your thoughts. And while you're down there, leave a like on this video, share it far and wide, and subscribe to the channel. I've got more content coming your way. And with all that being said, your newsflash is in.
A snowball cake from 66. 'Tis the season for balls of snow, so making a cake of one seems apropos. I'm a poet. And this is George. We start with a box mix of devil's food cake. It's called devil's food because it's the opposite of angel food. In goes a cup of water, boring. Third cup of oil, American. And 3 egg keys. Oh, you better watch out for George. Next, beat 8 ounces of cream cheese. with another egg and just a bit of sugar. Why? I don't know. Then grease a 3-quart bowl. What? Are we baking this in here? You don't typically bake in a bowl. Spooning the filling in the center. And you can get baked by one. $3.50 for about an hour and 10. Well, she's puckered up a bit. It's a mammary. Small box of Nilla pudding. This one's French. It's given up. What a surprise. Dusty. A cup of cold moo juice. 3rd cup powdered sugar. Do a little whisk. Tub of Cool Whip. Applied to the cake as best you can. La la la. Coconut. Snowy. And a cherry to top your winter cake. There's a nip in the air. That's the cream cheese. Yum. It is fun and whimsical. I like the Snowball. Yeah.